guys, today is Friday. We hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. As you can see, Eric and I are actually on location. We're just here at Stone Mountain Park, guys. This is our old stomping ground. Those of you who have been family members here on the channel for any amount of time will recall that we've talked about living in Stone Mountain before. Drop down in the comments. Let us know if you do remember us having a conversation about that. But that's where we're at right now.
We should mention Stone Mountain is a suburb of Atlanta. For those of you that aren't familiar, Stone Mountain is a suburb. And there's literally a Stone Mountain. We're at the park.
Yeah.
So there's a park.
That's the mountain.
Yeah.
That's Stone Mountain right there behind us.
Yeah.
And we actually lived in the Stone Mountain neighborhood. So we didn't have really anything to do today. We finished up our work early and decided to drive out here. Babe, how long is the drive? How long was the drive?
It should have been 20 minutes probably, but it took more like 30. It's Friday in Atlanta. You know how it is.
The Atlanta traffic is trafficking, per the usual. So it took about 30 minutes to get here today, you said? Yeah, about 30 minutes. And you guys know this is Good Friday. So spring break is actually still going on.
There's some spring breakers here.
There are quite a few people here in the park. It's not packed by any stretch.
No.
However, it is a little bit more crowded. Or a little bit more people-y, I should say, than typically on, you know, just a Friday. What time is it? Like a Friday morning. It's just a little bit after lunch.
Yeah.
But anywho's, we're gonna take you guys around, kind of hang out with us today. And as an added bonus, we have decided to actually drive through our old neighborhood. We're gonna bring you guys along for that. You'll kind of see, I guess, how we grew up, because the Stone Mountain house was actually our first house. That was our first house in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hang around here in the park for a little while, get a little bit of exercise in today, and then at the end, we're going to take you to our old neighborhood and show you guys our old house.
Stone Mountain is one big rock. It's a naturally occurring granite monolith. Now there's a controversy. It has this massive Confederate monument. People have talked about getting rid of this monument. There's even been a joke about putting like Outcast on the mountain instead, or maybe Martin Luther King. Let us know in the comments what you think they should do with this Confederate monument. I remember coming here when I was young, and this was straight like a Confederate. The whole thing was like a massive Confederate memorial with like Confederate flags and all kinds of Confederate stuff. So they've dialed it back quite a bit since I came here when I was little. But let us know in the comments what you think they should do with it.
How do you feel about the Outcast?
I like Outcast. I don't know that we need them on a mountain. Outcast is like my favorite group of all time. I don't know that we need them on a mountain.
Yeah. So this is like a national park.
Right.
Like a national park.
Right.
I don't know if Outcast is necessarily going to be everybody's bailiwick.
Yeah, we can do some civil rights, you know, Outcast. Let's do a hip hop museum or something like that. Yeah, Maynard Jackson.
You know,
Shirley Franklin.
Some of the mayors. Yeah, I was gonna say Shirley Franklin, but Outcast. Yeah, I like Outcast, but I don't know about that one. But you guys drop down if you live here in Atlanta or you live here in Georgia and you frequent Stone Mountain. Let us know what you think should be the face.
I think you should be the face. We're like, you look good right here. Just put
Guys, there have been so many changes here.
Not good ones either.
At Stone Mountain. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see a little bit. There are a bunch of just makeshift fences. They're not very nice. Like we said, there are people here for spring break. And they have these fences up to do what and why, babe?
Keep us out of the certain areas.
Yeah.
When we lived in Stone Mountain, the park was a lot more open. It was a lot nicer. You could go places without having to pay extra.
Yeah.
Now it's like they walled off everything and the quality has gone down. The whole park looks like it's constantly under construction. It's really run down.
Yeah. So what we are trying to do right now is go into, there's a village area here at the park, and it's a little chilly today, guys. You see we're wearing sleeves. That's why it's April, but yeah, you know, the weather's doing what the weather does. But yeah, so we're trying to get into a little village area, and they have it blocked off. They actually want you to pay.
And well, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We would pay if it was worth it. It is not.
Once upon a time, you didn't have to pay to come through the village. So what we're going to do now is a little undercover work and see if we can, guys, sneak in. We're gonna see if we can sneak into the village. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Chase was with us,
oh, he would be against us.
Ooh, one thing Chase does not do is break rules. So we're gonna see how to get in here, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the inside of the park and not on the
squad cart.
You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We're gonna see what it is. Guys, we're still not in yet. We're still kind of feeling it out. But I wanted to show you guys these gondolas. So I think here they may call them lifts. So as you can see, you can take them. Let's see, there's one right there, guys. It'll take you all the way to the top. And once you get up there, if you want to turn around and take it back down, you can do that also. What we like to do is walk up. A lot of people do it. You can walk up to the top. It is a haul.
It's a workout. It's not.
It's a workout. I wouldn't say, you know, you eat a whole meal and come up here and try to do that. You're gonna get your life together up there. But the train, as you can hear and probably see, is getting ready to come through here. Now, there are a lot of activities here at Stone Mountain, but like we were saying, now they're not really making the park accessible to, I would say, the people who actually live around Stone Mountain.
They want you to come and pay for everything.
Yeah, they've made it more now a real, I don't know, major tourist attraction where everything has a fee associated with it. Whereas when we lived here and Chase was smaller, this thing was just open and it was just like a free-for-all. And actually, when it was free, they were taking care of it a lot better.
It was more taken care of a lot more.
Yeah. Like, look at this sign right here. Do not cross, train is approaching. It's all faded out. And that's just one thing. Back over here, there's a flag that's all tattered, waving, you know, but when we were coming here, it was very, very well managed and really kept up nicely. But here's the train, guys, and you can ride on this train, of course, for a small fee. See all the spring breakers on board. Spring breakers. And there's the caboose. That was Chase's favorite part. Village is right up there. There's a restaurant, there's shops, restrooms in there. And before you could just walk through. Now you gotta pay.
We still got to figure out a way in. I really don't want to buy an armband because we're not really going to do anything in the village.
Right. We just want to walk through.
So you showed the gondola and you talked about it, but you skipped a key aspect of the gondola. Are you scared to ride the gondolas up the mountain? And have you ever done it?
Well, you know, we've done the gondolas at Stone Mountain. Not Stone Mountain. We've done the gondolas at Disney. I just trust Disney a little bit more with their attractions when they are really leaving the ground. These are pretty high, and I've shown you guys some of the tatteredness and the disheveledness here in the park. I'm just not trusting that they are maintaining those things and keeping them up to date. Look, don't get it twisted. We are here, we're in a national park, I guess you want to call it, right, babe?
It's a state park, technically,
but I'm looking at the people working here. I haven't seen one person who looks like they want to be here today. So I'm not necessarily trusting them with my life. Like, I got things to do later on today.
And this gondola is a lot more intense. Like, this gondola is going up.
It's up really steep.
The one at Disney is like a baby gondola. Right. This is like a real.
This high.
And this one holds probably like 30 people.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more intense.
I got something else to do today. And being in the hospital with broken limbs.
Oh, that's not a hospital. That's a
you know what
funeral
I'm
home.
I'm not trying to be laying up with a tag on my toe today. So no, I'm not doing it.
One more thing too about the train. The train is great during Christmas.
Yeah,
they have a Christmas train, so they have lights and stuff through it. So we used to always do that with Chase.
We bring blankets
and hot chocolate and all that stuff.
It was a moment.
It was
nice. We have changed our route, and this is a path that cuts through Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain Park has so many different little trails and paths that you can take, you know, just for exploring and then also getting a little workout in. So this particular trail, babe, would you say runs parallel to the village that we're trying to get into? So this is the village over this way.
Right.
Not sure if you can see the roof line of that green building right there. And so we're over here on the trail, and so we're thinking maybe if we walk along the trail for a little bit, the fence that they have up to keep us out will run out. right?
So bad.
So right over there, we can still see the fence, but we're thinking, let's walk a little bit on this trail. And it looks like, guys, like we're out in a forest, like in the middle. It's heavily wooded.
Yeah.
It is heavily wooded.
You will see so many deer.
Yeah.
You'll see, like, I've seen literally 12 deer in a family just walk by.
Yeah, and you have to be careful. You can get hurt out here. There are a lot of fallen trees. There are little stumps and rocks and things.
Filming and trying to walk at the same time.
Yeah, because you will land on your face out here. But it's a good workout, great for, you know, bringing your pets and things out here. Certain trails are a little bit more adventurous, so I don't know if they will be appropriate for little kids. They may get tired. But yeah, so we're just gonna walk along here a little bit, guys, and hopefully you will see us, I don't know, in the village in a little while. This has turned into something else. We had no idea we were gonna come here today and not be able to get into the village.
For those of you that are saying, why don't they just pay the money to go?
How much is it?
I really don't know. The thing is, there's not really anything in the village. We just want to walk through.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do anything in the village. I just want to walk through and see it.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if the shops in the village are open today, I'm going to be very surprised. Because in the past, they don't have them open
They might be open today for spring break. Yeah.
I think for spring break,
Yeah.
they might be. Oh, Eric, I see a breach.
All right.
Oh my God, I see a breach.
All right, we're going to try it, y'all.
We're going to try it, y'all. We'll be back. All right, guys. I hope there are no snakes. Oh God. Is that the putt-putt golf thing? Eric, make sure nobody's standing there. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, so y'all, so you got to play it off. Yeah, this is real cute. Y'all, we about to get thrown out the doggone park. We about to get thrown out the park. So that's the putt-putt golf thing. Right. So I see people have bands on. So go to the left. No, don't, keep straight. Keep straight. Y'all, don't do as we do. Okay? Don't do as we do. Eric, we gotta wait till the train leaves. Eric, we can't go yet. We gotta wait till the train leaves. Because, you know, there's probably a cast member on the train. And it looks like there's a fence that goes along.
Yeah, you'd have to go through the train.
Right. All right, come on, let's see if we can find another opening. Let's walk this way.
The problem is you have to cross the train track.
You think? Which way did we come?
You can cut through the putt-putt, though.
All right, hold the line, please. Guys, I think we made it in. So we are currently on the golf course. We're on the putt-putt golf course. Not sure if you guys can tell, but so we just gonna play it off real smooth, like, you know, we just out here filming and whatnot, and, you know, we just wander onto, you know, the putt-putt golf course. You guys gotta kind of, you know, be in the comments. You guys watching, be like, yeah, they supposed to be in there, girl. They got their bands on. Let me pull my sleeves down. Eric, make sure your sleeves are pulled down. Make sure your sleeves are pulled down. All right, I'm just kind of following you, Eric, because I'm not really looking. But yeah, you know how like you come across somebody and you're like talking, you're on your phone, but you're not really on the phone. You're like pretending you're on the phone. So like right now, that's what I'm doing with y'all. Like, Eric, you gotta pretend like, yeah, girl. That's what I said. But yeah, you know, Eric, what's right? But yeah, I don't know why she did that. Eric, do you know why she did that? I don't know why she did that. But I don't know. But guys, I think we made it in. I think we made it in. I think we made it in. And Eric, what did I say about this place being open?
It's empty.
There's nobody even in here. Y'all charging people. But Eric, maybe here's the gag though. Looks like this side was open.
No, that's closed off because you would have had to go to that other part. Trust me.
Is it?
Yeah, we did the right thing.
Okay, we did the right thing, sneaking in. All right, we're gonna turn y'all around and let y'all see what is actually open, what they charging people for. Hold on. All right, this is a funnel cake stand. You know, I would not have gotten a funnel cake today, but somebody else may have wanted one. Open where? Open where? There it says toys, right? Eric, does this look open to you? The toy store is actually open. They have these little plushies here. So cute. You would spend so much time in here with Chase. Oh my gosh. He'd be in here looking probably for what, Eric? Every dinosaur and every train. Here's some here. More dinosaurs. More dinosaurs. These little plushies are so soft though.
Oh, you snakes.
Stone Mountain. Oh, those snakes are cute. Would this make a cute
orange and green?
Right.
This to the next guy.
Put it around your neck. Let's see what it's giving.
Oh yeah, this is me at the next family guy.
It's gonna be a no for me. And I guess over here at this machine, you make your own little pet. So I guess this is all of the stuffing. The stuffing for park pets. Little Build-A-Bear situation. Right. And then you can come over here and you can pick their outfits. Aw, look at the little princess dress. That's cute. Get your army fatigues. Oh, this pink one's cute too. Oh, that is so cute. Over on this side, you have your treats, your powder candies, your little taffy candies, your hard candies. Oh, guys, look at how yummy these look.
What is your feeling on candy apples?
I like candy apples. I really, really, really do like candy apples.
Do you like the traditional or the caramel?
Who can really eat a candy apple though? They're so hard. Candy apples are like popcorn. They're great to look at, but it's like you eat, you know what I'm saying? You eat some popcorn, it lasts, 30 minutes, and then you spend 3 days getting it out of your teeth. And I think it's the same thing with the candied apples. I love them, but they're so super sticky. And to answer your question, for me, the caramel with the nuts is my fave. But you gotta have the classic candied one, but the caramel one is absolutely my favorite. But then they have all these other little delicacies down here. Let's see if we can find anything else open. So that was one store. One store open. Oh, they actually have a 4D theater. You think the theater is open? Looks like the theater is open.
Pretty dead.
Y'all don't even have all the stores open. So do I feel bad for, coming through the mini golf course? I know.
Yell is a winner.
All right, I'll do it.
Let's see what you win. Let's do it. Woo! Go! Nice win.
Perfect. Come on over.
All right, guys, so we are back in the car, but we're still inside of Stone Mountain Park, and we wanted to come in and give our assessment of the caper. You want to call it a caper?
Yeah, let's call it our little adventure / caper. So if we rank the park, do you want to do a letter grade like A, B, C, D, F, or do you want to do scale of 1 to 10?
I would do scale of 1 to 10.
Right. What do you give just the state of Stone Mountain, the attraction, how much of a good tourist attraction it is? What do you rate it?
Well, let me just say this. Right now, we're riding around. Stone Mountain is very, very walkable, very rideable in terms of a bicycle and things like that. So right now, we're headed over to an area that's very scenic. This is like a covered bridge. So the park itself is gorgeous.
The natural park itself is a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. You'll see here in a minute, we're coming up to it. I mean, this is just a really great place for taking pictures.
Yeah.
I've often seen people come over here and do wedding photos. So it is just gorgeous. It may be a little bit rocky. As you can see, there's some people over on the left kind of walking through. But look at how beautiful this is. It's just a great place for taking pictures. If you look out this window, there's water actually on both sides of this covered bridge. There's plenty of areas to park over here.
You can come out here and kayak. There's a campground if you want to camp. There's a golf course.
Oh yeah, there is a golf course. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. But so yeah, in terms of just the natural beauty of Stone Mountain Park, I would give it a 10.
Right.
10, 10, 10 all across the board. Now, when you see there's a car coming, so we have to wait.
One at a time.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. But so the issue, I think, for both of us today is going to be the things that the people in the park or the management of the park.
And marketing it as more than a tour, not just a park, but as a tourist attraction with attractions. That part of it is not great. Scale of 1 to 10, gosh, I'm gonna give it a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3. The fact that they wanted to charge us $20 for something that was free when we were coming to this park. Now look, I know the price of the brick of many things. You know, it has gone
Don't
up.
use quotes from The Wire because you've never seen The Wire. You have no idea what you're talking about.
The price has gone up. Oh, look at the lake. Look at how gorgeous. This is a lake, right?
Yeah, it's a lake.
Yeah, that is so gorgeous over there. So, you know, we didn't pay to get in the park today because we have a sticker on our car. We paid, Eric, how much to get into
The annual sticker is cheap. That's like $50.
All right, so we've paid $50 for a sticker on the car, on the truck. We pay it annually, $50, and we get to get in here and ride around, hang out, you know, we could come do a picnic, things like that. However, for us, paying now an additional $20 to walk, and it's $20 per person.
Right.
$20 per person to walk through the little market village area. You guys saw many things were actually closed.
Needed painting.
Needed painting.
There's never been a lot to that village, and now it's even worse because now there's less stuff to it. And then they used to have other stuff out here. We would come out here and ride the duck. So they used to have the duck boats out here, where, you know, it's one of those boats, those amphibious boats that would start on the land and you would go out into the water. They've gotten rid of that. There's just not a lot out here other than just a natural beauty. If you're into hiking and camping, it's great. But other than that,
well, for me today, the natural beauty is all that I care to participate in. And so the $50 sticker that we pay annually for to get into the park, you know, I'll say for free, you pay the $50 annually and you come as many times as you would like.
That's a good
within that you know, within that calendar year. So that is great. However, I don't feel it's right for them to charge us an additional $20 to get through the little village. Now, what I like to do is liken the village or the little marketplace area to, let's say, a Disney Springs or a Universal Studios' City Walk.
Yeah.
They don't charge you to get into Disney Springs and City Walk. No, it's free admission. You come in. Now, if you want to eat, it's going to be a charge. If you want something to drink, it's going to be a charge.
City Walk has mini golf. If you want to do mini golf, it's a charge.
Yeah. But to pay an additional on top of the 50 that we pay, an additional 20 to get into that area. And again, you guys saw many of the things were closed. And then I got to pay money for food and drink and entertainment as well. No, absolutely not.
So let me ask you this. Somebody's coming to Atlanta for spring break or for a vacation or for a convention or whatever. Where would you rank Stone Mountain in terms of Atlanta tourist attractions? And then where would you tell a tourist to go that's never been to Atlanta that wants to do tourist things? Where does Stone Mountain rank? All
right, so I will have to just say they like to travel and do things like on our level. So when we go to different cities, we are very adventurous. When, you know, wherever we go, we like to take in the sights. We like to do the museums, you know. Now it's going to be a little bit differently, as you guys know, when we travel to, you know, somewhere like Orlando. We've been, Orlando is where we live, okay?
Right,
so at this point, we're not going to Orlando, going to museums and things like that. However, if you are like a like-minded individual like Eric and I are, you think like us, we're going to check out the museum. So I'm going to have the High Museum of Art on there for you guys. And
that's
look,
a good museum.
The High Museum is not going to be, you know, New York. It's not going to be Chicago.
It's not the Louvre. It's not,
you know, it's not Paris.
But it's a nice museum.
But it's a good little kiki.
I like the Georgia Aquarium.
Georgia Aquarium would be on there.
It's really big.
And I would honestly have Stone Mountain on the list.
I have Stone Mountain.
As you can see, guys, everywhere we're riding right now is still within the park. This park is huge.
Let me say this too. The last outdoor tourist attractions in Atlanta, like Stone Mountain, this is one people often overlook. The Botanical Gardens / Piedmont Park. We should film there one day. That's really nice. And a lot of people don't know about that, but we have a really good Botanical Gardens in Piedmont Park that's around it. Which would you do first? Would you do Piedmont Park and the Botanical Gardens or Stone Mountain?
I would honestly do Stone Mountain.
Okay.
The park, like I said, the park itself, it's a really, really, really nice park. It's just the amenities that they've come in and now added that they want you to pay for are very lackluster, and they're just not worth the money. But anyway, we are about to head out of the park now. Not sure if you guys can see the ticket booth. Entrance and exit is right up ahead, And from here, guys, we are going to take you on a little drive-through of our very, very, very first neighborhood. This was the neighborhood that we moved into when we moved out of our apartment. All right, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so we've made it into our neighborhood, guys. This was our first neighborhood. We had an apartment first, and it was just Eric and I. We felt we quickly outgrew that apartment. We were over apartment living. You know, nowadays people stay in an apartment forever, and you know,
hard to get a house now.
To each his own. Yeah, it is like pulling teeth and giving a pint of your firstborn's blood to get a house now. But guys, this was our neighborhood. How
long did we live here before Chase was born? Was it a year?
We lived here a year. Oh, sorry guys. We lived here a year before Chase was born, and then we stayed here, I want to say 3 or 4 years before we moved. So we didn't stay here very long, but we did enjoy it. So we're not gonna go, Eric, are you gonna go all the way in?
I'll turn it to the cul-de-sac.
So guys, this was our street right here. This was our street right here, and we're not just gonna do a quick drive through, but this was our house right here on the right. That's it right there, guys.
And those super tall green hedges.
I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but there was some really tall trees back there.
Flanking the doors.
I actually planted those, and they were like baby plants.
They were probably 3 feet tall when you bought them, and now they're like 20 feet tall.
Full grown trees.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys got a glimpse of the house. Didn't want to stay on it too long.
You know what's interesting about the house? I don't know if y'all caught it. The house has landscape curbing. So we have landscape curbing on our current house as well. But when we got that landscape curbing, which was, you know, 20 years ago or something, over 20 years ago, landscape curbing was new. That was a new thing to actually go and get your landscape poured, your landscape. So yeah, we've loved that ever since, but that was a new thing when we got it.
Yeah, this was our first neighborhood, guys. It does bring back quite a few memories. A lot of the houses still look really, really good.
This neighborhood, the builder here was really good.
Yeah,
he was a really good builder.
I think this was Waterford Homes.
Yes.
Waterford Homes. Just a really nice, well-built house. So the stats on the house, it was a 5-bedroom, 5-bath house, no basement. It was on a slab. And when we started looking at our third home, I remember Eric saying, you know what I want? I want our first house just with a basement. But guys, this neighborhood, when we moved here, or prior to moving here, like I said, we lived in an apartment, and we lived inside the perimeter, very close to where we live right now. This is again out in Stone Mountain, but I worked out here. I was what grade did I teach? I want to say I was like a 3rd grade teacher working out here. And what I would do is every day on my lunch break, guys, I would drive out to this neighborhood, and there weren't half as many houses built then as there are right now. This was actually a new neighborhood. And so I was just riding through. I would, you know, sometimes get out of the car on my lunch break, and I would go into the model homes, and I would be like, oh man, I would so love to live in this neighborhood. It was just so welcoming, so inviting, and the homes I felt were just so gorgeous, and they were so grand. Because remember, at the time, we were actually living in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was just Eric and I, but you know, I've always had grandiose dreams. And so I would drive through this neighborhood day after day after day, and I would just be like, oh my God, I wish I could live in this neighborhood. Not really thinking it was gonna come true, but it happened. And I said all that to say,
is that like manifesting?
I guess so. I guess it's like manifesting. So said all that to say, continue to dream, because you know, anything is possible. Eric and I were, you know, fresh out of college, kind of, you know, we'd been out maybe a few years when we actually moved into this neighborhood. And as you can see, these are not tiny houses. What I'm going to share with you now is like, so of course when we lived over here, my house was the best house. You know what I'm saying?
We did win Yard of the Month.
We won Yard of the Month several times. But this was my favorite street.
Yeah, this was and it's very well kept up. It's a nice street.
Yes, this really was my favorite street. Everyone on this street did a great job maintaining their homes. This one right here, that one right there, that is like the sister to our house, and they had the landscape curving. Is it curving?
Curb.
They had the landscape curving as well. I think they actually had it first.
I think they might.
Did they have it first? So that prompted us to get it. But I loved that particular part of the street back here, back there.
And I would say, you know, if you're moving to Atlanta or looking to get a house in Atlanta, Stone Mountain is a really nice suburb of Atlanta. What I like about Stone Mountain, obviously you have the park, but Stone Mountain is right off. There's a highway called Highway 78. It's not really one of the main highways. It's kind of a side highway, but it's a real quick way to get like downtown and to some other places. So I always thought Stone Mountain was like a hidden gem. Very convenient to get into other areas of Atlanta. So I really like Stone Mountain. The houses out here are pretty affordable. So a great suburb.
Yeah, and affordable is, you know.
Well, nothing is affordable these days.
These days.
But affordable by housing.
If you're trying to buy a house, I would say, yes, Stone Mountain is, you know, really affordable. I'm going to give you guys another look, though, at, again, this was the sister house to our house. Like, our old house, you can't really see it now because it's a bit overgrown. But, yeah, if you like this house, that was our house right there. Oops, that was our house. That one, too, that was also our floor plan. This one right here as well. And I just think the people on this particular street, they always did a great job. You know, this house right here, Constant, always did a great job. They would also get Yard of the Month.
It's funny, neighborhoods are like that. You will get one street where if somebody does a good job on their yard or on their house, typically
everybody will follow suit.
And unfortunately, sometimes the opposite is true. If somebody slacks off, everybody else will feel like they can slack off. But I can appreciate like a well-kept street where everybody does a good job.
Yeah. There are a lot of houses out here who, like you said, babe, they continue to do a great job. However, there are a few who need to check up a little bit. You know, they could, you know, do a little bit better with, you know, maintenance and things like that. But I know people do the best that they can with what they have. But yeah, so this was our first neighborhood. You guys got a glimpse of the house. It was a quick glimpse. And you got to go back and pause it. You know, I don't want to hold too long, you know, on somebody's house out there, like stalking it. But we really did enjoy staying out here. This is the first neighborhood that we brought Chase home to. But around what, 3.5, 4 years old and I guess Eric's just gonna blow through that stop sign right there. So thank goodness nobody was.
See, that wasn't there when we lived here.
That stop sign wasn't there, Eric.
No, it wasn't. Seriously, I have muscle memory. That stop sign was not there.
Really? Okay. Well, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Hope you had a good time on the caper at Stone Mountain Park. If you are ever here in Atlanta, look now, y'all go ahead and pay that $20.
Don't do what we did.
Don't do what we did.
We're vets, we live here, you know, we have special privileges.
Right.
So.
You guys go ahead and pay that $20 to get into that little area of Stone Mountain. But anyway, really appreciate you guys stopping in to hang out with us today. And we will see you all in the next video.